Hello, I'm Isaac Kim.
Parth, Mohnot.
And Emma Maeda.
And we will be presenting to you about biodiversity.
Biodiversity is the variety of life in the world or a particular habitat or ecosystem. It is a very large part of apes.
However, as we continue to use CO2 cars, use one-time use plastics, and continue to urbanize, we ruin habitats and ecosystems further. Therefore, the biodiversity in certain areas has declined over the years.
For example, Australia has seen a decline in biodiversity of more than half their species since 1995 in the Great Barrier Reefs. Some examples of endangered species in the reefs are the leatherback turtle, the sei whale, saltwater crocodiles, and lots of coral species. The Great Barrier Reef is home to over 400 types of coral, 1,500 species of fish, and 4,000 mollusks, and home to turtles, crocodiles, and whales. With such a great amount of marine animal diversity, available research in this location, its need for protection is urgent. David Attenborough, a British broadcaster and even biologist, says that the Great Barrier Reef is in grave danger.
Because of this, the Australian government revealed it is investigating a further $6.4 million in 3 new water quality projects to safeguard the health of the iconic Great Barrier Reef. There also is a Great Barrier Reef Marine Park Act of 1975 to protect the reef and oversee marine activity.
Another example of a location with a decline in biodiversity is Brazil. The Amazon rainforest covers 6.7 million square kilometers and is estimated to store 50 to 200 billion tons of carbon. And this forest is significant and vital in terms of limiting the rise of global temperatures and preventing climate change. However, we humans are more focused on things that allow us to make more money or benefit us in such ways as farming for cattle, roads for vehicles, and dams.
Because of this, the Amazon rainforest is suffering a very bad case of deforestation, and many of the species that rely on these trees lose their habitats. Some endangered species in the Amazon rainforest are jaguars, the Amazon river dolphin, what most people think is the pink dolphin, the ukari monkey, and the poison dart frogs. The list goes on and on for these endangered species in the Amazon rainforest.
With such a large significance in the environment, Brazil established the Amazon Region Protected Areas (ARPA) program in 2002, which means that 150 million acres of the forest are protected. They've also begun satellite monitoring to prevent deforestation. However, this isn't enough and more action needs to be taken.
In both examples, the government has begun investments and work into conserving these important ecosystems, but it is still not enough. If this isn't enough, what else is there that we can do?
The only solution is to be active and learn and tell others about this cause. The only thing we can do is spread the word. This is why taking APES is very important, as taking this class allows us to be more educated about biodiversity and the environmental causes and solutions. It allows students to be more aware of their carbon footprint, to make small steps and help stop the decrease of biodiversity in these areas.
Although one might think that just because we don't live in the country or near the location, it means we can't make an impact. That is certainly not true. In the studies of environmental studies, in the end, everything's connected. For example, for us, by choosing to buy fish or meat for very cheap, can mean that it was produced very unethically, and by purchasing the cheap meat, we are funding the unethical farming and fishing practices.
As we're the consumers, we're what allows the damages that ruin the environment to continue. This is why being educated is so essential to improve and making this world a better place.
As we end this video, we hope you have learned a bit more about biodiversity and understand that all the actions we make slowly contribute to the bigger problems of this issue, and it is up to us to choose and allow for a cleaner and better environment.
Although it may not seem to be a big deal to the common eye, biodiversity is a large part in keeping the ecosystem stable and in shape.